physician, scientist, searching for a way to tap into the hidden strengths that all humans have. Then an accidental overdose of gamma radiation alters his body chemistry. And now when David Banner grows angry or outraged, a startling metamorphosis occurs.
Hello everyone. Thanks so much for joining me here today as we get to talk about one of my favorite subjects, comic books. My name is Jose. I love comic books. I love talking about them. I love sharing them with you. Feel free to follow me on social media if you would like. Links are in the description below. I've also posted a link to this story. So, it is Wednesday, so I do first appearance Wednesdays, and we are going to be looking at the first appearance of Wolverine. Hulk 180 and 181. Now, I'm not going to really concern myself with 180, but I'm just going to show it to you. It's 181 that we're going to look at. So Len Wein is the writer, Herb Trimpe is the penciler, Jack Abel is the inker. So, Herb Trimpe, I call him Trimpe because the E is silent in English. However, a lot of people call him Herb Trimpe. So I will call him Herb Trimpe, but I always called him Trimpe because, again, the E is silent. Stepping on the hat there. So I used to actually own the original, but I ended up selling it on eBay a long time ago. Man, if I would have kept them, it'd be even more expensive. But I actually have it in the Hulk. Oh my goodness. Anyway, it's like a trade paperback. Oh goodness gracious! Now my mind is going blank. The Marvel Masterworks. So I have the Marvel Masterworks that came out. I also have bought the reprints. They just came out recently, the facsimile editions. So, they're not too bad. I have to say, I've actually never really read this. So here's the thing about comic books. They're meant to be read and meant, to look at the pretty drawings. However, here's Wendigo. I never cared too much for Herb Trimpe. I'm not, this style, it's just not for me. It's okay. If you're a huge fan, by all means. But it just never interested me. I actually am not a huge fan of a lot of 70s Marvel work, in DC for that matter. Although there are gems. I'm more of an 80s, 90s type of person. However, there are works in the 70s that are very, very good. But most of the time during the 70s, I'm not familiar. So here comes Wolverine's actual first. So they call it a cameo, but this is his actual first appearance. I don't care what people say with that it's 181. And you can see here, they when they first created him, they never they just, I think they assumed that the claws would be part of the gloves. And so he's walking around with this. So you won't see the snick that you're used to after he joined the X-Men. So here we go. We're actually now going to look at what is considered his first appearance, even though technically this is his first appearance. I mean, he showed up here. So 181, of course, has the iconic cover that has been often imitated. So, and like I said, Marvel just released a facsimile edition with 180 and 181. So, and 182 actually has a one panel that he's on it. It's technically his third. So this isn't a bad splash page. It's just the art style of the 70s. And it's not just Herb Trimpe that I don't care for. It's a lot of artists in the 70s and Marvel in particular that I just wasn't a huge fan of. But so here we see that adamantium is mentioned here. So again, he's fighting the Wendigo and the Hulk. So the Hulk is sort of, I honestly, the way the Hulk was written, I don't know how it didn't get canceled, because he wasn't that interesting as a character until Peter David really, well, I digress. Bill Mantlo did some really cool stuff with him. So again, in the 80s is when they started to really get into the Hulk. And get better. And Peter David, of course, completely changed it. But the Hulk, during the 60s and 70s, I'm just surprised that they didn't cancel it, because as a character, here's Wolverine just doing his whole it just wasn't that interesting. And here's a funny thing. If you look here, he's hitting him, but not a scratch on him. So as you can see, his claws, I believe, are always retracted. So these two guys are helping the Wendigo. Feel free, like I said, I've got a link to the Marvel fan page, and there is plot synopsis on this entire issue if you would like to kind of see what's going on. I am here just showing you the pretty pictures per se. So I'm trying to do a first appearance of every Wednesday, and I've already got Harley Quinn out there as my first one, and I figured why not give a Marvel character. So I picked Wolverine just because I don't know, I think there's so much stuff out there with Spider-Man and Fantastic Four #1 and Amazing Fantasy 15. So I was looking for a Marvel character, and man, Wolverine was so popular in the 90s and early 2000s. He's popular now, but boy, was he really popular back then. A lot of his popularity, I think, would be due to Chris Claremont and in the X-Men. So and I like how Wolverine just as if he has some kind of superpowers. So and so see what I mean? Wolverine's claws are always retracted. So what do you think of the art, and particularly, I mean, I know that looking at Wolverine through what he ends up becoming is a little unfair, so I'm not trying to do that. I'm just showing you the first appearance. But what do you think? He definitely evolved a lot from this. So I'm just going to show you the I believe he just has one panel here, or a page here. So I think that was it. Thought maybe they got him. So nope, that was it. So Wolverine appears all the way into the first page. So that is the end of it. So anyway, so there you have it. The first appearance of Wolverine. You can go to eBay and pay thousands of dollars for this. So all right. So like and subscribe, and thanks for listening. Goodbye.